triangle, armbar triangle, armbar triangle. Then we'll get into other techniques from close guard. I think what we're going to get into, we'll obviously get into breaking posture, but we're going to get into lapel attacks. I've never really shown lapel attacks from close guard, so we'll use the lapel to break guys down and put them out. But we need to get this armbar triangle down. So, Nogi's the same. Okay, I'm breaking posture with my knees. We'll cover this more next week. But what I'm going to do is control his sleeve. On this one, I'm going to control same side here. So I'm going to control. If you've got, you can do this in gi too, where I'm here and I go and break and pull across. Like I was just watching Hodge Gracie videos. He always likes to break down here. Look, if you can pull off an arm bar, even though the guy knows you're trying to do it, like he just didn't make a mistake and you turn your hips and caught it, you can break him down and get the arm bar anyway. You've got good arm bars, and there are guys that can do that. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to control going cross. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump a little to get his hand up and off, and I'm going to pull him in with my core here. And look, I'm crossing over. My forearm is over his forearm, and my hand's on the back of the tricep. If he's too far over and he stays down here, of course I'm going to take his back, right? I'm not going to just sit there and try to figure out, well, what do I do here? He's too far over. On his back. So boom, I pull him down. This hand immediately goes over. You can go here and over because he's going to be trying to posture up, get his posture back. Okay? So I'm controlling this arm over the opposite shoulder. My left foot, because there's 4 things happening. My left foot goes on the hip. My knee is tight. And now this right foot starts angling. So I've broken the arm down. I've got it across my midpoint, which is midline, which is what I want. I'm controlling his posture by cross arm on the shoulder and then heavy on his back. Now, I'm going to move my head to the right by pushing off my left foot, and I'm going to get even heavier on his back. But look, I'm flat on my back. I'm not at an angle. We're not trying to change. If you feel like you're trying to pull your foot in, that's wrong. Okay? I need to be flat. Now I'm passing. Look how easy that is. When I do this, I'm chopping down hard. You're not going to hurt your partner, okay? My knees are tight. I'm not crossing my feet. Pinky to my chest, thumb up. I'm controlling the wrist. The hand is too much play. The wrist, boom, get the tap, okay? So again, we're here. Boom, bring him down. Cross, foot on the hip. Right here on the back. Change the angle, flat on the back. Frame the head away, pass the leg down. Knees tight. Control the forearm, the wrist here. Finish, okay? All right, if I do this right, I'm breaking, it slides right into where I need it to, okay? And I'm here. He should be able to go anywhere here. But the one thing I'm not letting him do is even start to stack me here where I have no room to operate. I can keep him locked between my legs, between my knees and his posture down. Look, his arm, my hips are blocking his elbow, okay? Everything is tight here, but I still have room to operate. But he can't get it's hard for him to get with my knees tight, his arm out. And it's already straight. Okay? Now, what I want to focus on, what I showed a second time, is I want you guys to start focusing on how important your hamstrings are. Okay? This is what controls the distance here. Okay? I can't pass a leg if he's up on me like this, because then you're here, right? But he's in my guard, right? I can be as forceful as I want. I want to be very offensive here and very demonstrative. I'm going to move him around. Boom. I'm creating the space I need to pass the leg and slam it around. I'm moving him. I'm not reacting to what he's doing to me, trying to stack me. No, I'm controlling him, passing, heel down, boom, finish. Okay? So start using, same thing, even if he pulls his arm out, right? How do I go to omoplata from here? As he postures up. Go posture up. I shoot my hips up and try to hit this sloppy thing? No. Boom, I control his posture, but there's my hamstring here. And now it's an easy transition. Okay? So you guys are controlling distance in your guard. Not just using your hands, but using here. Okay? I'm moving this guy around. So that's kind of the development in your jiu-jitsu game. We're not all grabby anymore. Over time, it's okay if some of you are now. But over time, if you become a purple belt here and everything's still grabby, I'm doing something wrong. So let's keep going. The odds may not be in your favor. So in some cases, I can cross and I can finish, right? But if I cross here and he stacks me and I'm already loose, his arm's already out because my knees are loose, okay? But if I'm tight here trying to finish the armbar and he stacks me, and maybe I don't have the leverage, but I still at least have his elbow here. It's still in target range, but I don't have the leverage. How I get the leverage back is now crossing my feet, and it's not pushing him away. It's flaring my knees. And look, it redirects his head out and keeps his body where it needs to be, and his arm just pops right there in my face. All I have to do is pop. Okay? So he's, again, I see some of this, crossing and trying to bridge him away. No. I keep the arm here, I cross my feet, and I flare my knees. Boom, look how straight that is. It's easy, boom, and get the tap, okay? So, when you stack though, I know some people don't know how to stack yet because we haven't covered it. What you do is you step your outside leg and try to shove, look, sorry Tim. I don't have any leverage, so while he's holding my knees, he's pulling this arm out, and now he can pass to side control. That's how you properly stack. Okay?
Yeah, stacking isn't standing. I learned that on Monday.
Yeah, it's not standing because you're going to get swept on your head if you have a good guard. Got it. Especially all right, so let's practice that. Look, he's going to pull the arm out. Monday night, I had some people ask me, like, all we're going to do is swing this around. We're going to get our hips up a little, and I want you to slam this down. Okay? Boom, emphatically. He's trying to posture up to get out of there. So I need to stop that by, an opposing. You're not going to hurt him. I used to be like that. I used to be like, if I slam it on, I'm going to kick him or hurt him. Like, then I watched my own professor do it to everyone, and he was slamming it down, and no one ever noticed. It was never felt hard to whoever he was rolling with, because you just don't feel it. But that's how I kept losing him, and he kept getting him, because he wasn't afraid to lock it on. Okay? So now that I lock it on, look, I'm just controlling him. I'm not trying to do anything else. He's still full of energy. He knows he's on the way out, right? This is not going well for him, and he's trying to get out. It's a yard sale. So I make him pay the price. I wear him out. When he's tired, now I'm ready. Bridge, pass the arm, right back down. Now this arm's cutting off his carotid on one side. It only takes one hand to control his arm and his head. Now I'm grabbing here, not my foot, because if this guy's big and tall, he's trying to posture out, too much pressure on my ankle. Here, he's not going to, look, again, he's in my guard. He's not going anywhere. I'm in charge here. I can move this fool around. I can make him do whatever I want. He's not doing anything. Right?
He's like, is this almost done?
But if he tries to stack me, like he's trying to pressure me, I change it. Look, man, move him around. Look, he does not look comfortable there, does he? Does not take much effort. I've exposed my foot. Lock number 1 is behind your knee if you can get it. Lock number 2 is your foot up. And if you can change the angle a little, head down, I'm whispering in the head, boom, tap. Okay? Sorry. So, just quicker and a little less tight. He pulls it out. Look, and bridge here, heavy on his back. Look, I get my hips up to slam it down without any hands. Boom, control him. When he's tired, bridge, across, change the angle, move him around. Make sure that this angle is never like this, where your heel's above your knee too much, because that's his escape. If he puts his hands on my knees and drives it to the mat, like a tackling dummy in high school, if he ever played football, which Tim obviously does not, but he would drive through my calf and come right out. Okay? And I'm giving him the angle to do that if my knee's below. So I want this parallel. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. But let's do it. Pull the arm out. Continue to triangle. Hide the arm behind. A lot of times guys get their hands together here, underneath. They defend because they know you need to pass this arm across. Okay? So when they do that, bridge, get your hand inside. Here, look. Gable grip. My outside hand is on top. Why? Because now look, I can leverage. Boom. Look, I can finish in here, or I can bridge and pass his arm out. I've broken that grip, and now I can finish. Boom. Okay, so his arm's hidden here. Okay, I'm just gonna bridge, get my hand inside the loop. Boom. And now there's nothing he can do. I'm gonna get it out. I can finish here, or I can bridge, pass it across, change the angle, finish. Boom. Okay.
Coach, is there anything, like I've seen, like, especially guys with longer legs, just slap on the triangle without changing them. Is there anything technically, like if you can get to that end position because your legs are long without switching and...
Here's a problem with that. Everything is a possibility, right? And guys get good at doing things their way because they do it. When we teach something, it's, can we get a higher percentage of people to finish that move with what we're teaching? Yeah. Like my own personal relation to what you're explaining, I got triangled every tournament I entered because Easton, when I started, taught us to open guard like this. Put your hand behind you. Everyone threw a triangle on me. And then here's me and every bitch shaking them off. But I never got finished with a triangle, and I was caught like 6 to 8 of them because guys were longer in legs. They were just loose, and they didn't know to change the angle yet. And so I slid out of every one of them. So you know, when we do it like this, methodically slow, they're not getting out if you're smart about it. They're not going anywhere. So, dead on, you want to always change angle. That's why, again, no, sorry, I forgot to mention this part today. If I'm here, you know, the more I get on my side, so if I can hook here and I can angle my foot out, it makes my triangle tighter than this. See how I have more space here? The minute I lock it up and do this, it brings everything together, and when I change the angle, it makes this really tight. So you can loop his armpit or his knee to change the angle here, and this triangle gets super tiny versus here. Here's way tighter. So it's another way to finish, and that's why changing the angles, guys aren't getting out when you do it correctly like that. All right, let's mess around with those for a few minutes and do some up down out.